My name is Morgan Jacobson. My occupation is a strength and conditioning coach. I am a mother of two. I have a 12-year-old girl and a 13-year-old little boy. I am a veteran of the U.S. Air Force. I served 11 years active duty. I'm also a champion fitness model for WBFF. I also teach functional fitness group training classes during the morning, and I do mom stuff in the afternoon. Got into strength and conditioning more so when I turned 30. It was more out of vanity, because when you're 30, your metabolism stops, and it's downhill from there, ladies, unless you actually do something about it. So I decided to put the cardio machines away and get back into heavy lifting because I wanted to be strong. I had 2 kids. I was about to have teenagers. I need to let them know that I can still punch them in the face if they, kind of mess up. So as a mom, I feel it's super important to just take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. So strength training, it kind of made me feel like a beast again, and it gave me the curves that I wanted, and I have the energy, and I look good naked, and why doesn't anybody want to do that? I'm 36 years old. Don't tell anybody. I had a fitness background. I always stayed active. I think it may have been a little bit more intimidating because when you go away from the gym and then you come back, you kind of forget where you're at or what you were doing. But I think once you get into it and you get the fitness bug, you just go with it, and it catches you, and then you don't turn back. The advice I would give to anybody that's looking to get back into strength training would be, you have to lift heavy shit. Women, they're so intimidated by something, but when you pick up something heavy and you put it above your head, you feel like a monster, you feel like a beast, you feel like your old self again. So don't be intimidated by lifting up a 35-pound dumbbell above your head. I'm sure at one point, if you had children, your baby weighed 20 pounds. So why would you pick up anything less than that to get the muscles or to get the figure that you want? So if it's heavy, pick it up, obviously with good form, but, feel like a beast. Feel like a mom. Show your kids that, hey, you can still take them. When I started into strength and conditioning, it kind of led me to the bodybuilding, fashion competitions. So I decided to do my first competition about 3 years after I started lifting weights, and that actually became consuming. It became something that I was obsessed about. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to prove to myself that muscles were pretty, right? You want to build this image of this Wonder Woman type-esque, and you have to do that, and you can only do that by lifting weights. And I wanted to show, and I wanted to prove to people I could do it myself, but that other people can do it too. It just takes the mindset, it takes determination, it takes dedication, and it's about you. I don't understand. You should be able to give that to yourself. And that's what I did, and that's why I chose the bodybuilding fitness competitions for that. What I accomplished with the WBFF was I stepped on stage for the first time with them, and I got my pro card. And to me, that was an amazing feeling because I had trained for 3 or 4 years. I had ACL surgery. I had my toes broken. To step on that stage, that was something that I proved to myself. So, especially coming back from surgeries, and then I just needed it for myself. I needed to get back up there, and I needed to prove that I could win again on stage. And when I went to WBFF, I got that, and it was a good feeling to have. Getting a professional status means you placed first in your category. So you spent all that time, and that's what it's about. Some people like to stand on stage, but I'm a competitive person. I go in there knowing that I'm going to give my 110%, and I'm going to make sure that the other girls have to beat me first. But again, this is for me. It's not about anybody else. So taking first place, that was a huge accomplishment for me, and I feel like it only can go up from there. So being a professional athlete is a huge accomplishment. I find myself successful because I don't let my mind beat me. Like for me, it's the determination. It's to figure out deep down inside how far I can push myself. How far can I go, okay, I did 10 burpees today. by next week I'm going to do 50. And I know that's a big jump, but that's how you progress. So being a professional athlete, it pushes me to the next level. It pushes me, how far I can take my body, or I don't want to just do regular crunches or regular burpees. Like at some point I want to be able to flip. So it's the next level that it takes me, that it's like a superwoman feeling. When I train for a competition, I'm all about weights. It's still heavy lifts. It's still trying to define my muscles. I sprinkle in cardio. It's the necessary evil. You have to do it. And then I watch what I eat. Just 3 simple components. And it's time consuming, but it's not work if you like what you're doing. And I actually enjoy lifting weights. I actually enjoy doing HIIT cardio, or, putting Netflix on the Stairmaster and training for that. It's time that I take out for myself. So I think strength and conditioning is essential for everybody because it increases longevity. It's one thing to just live your life. You can sit on the couch, but don't you want to be able to go and enjoy that moment with your kids and be able to keep up with them? Or, even just for vanity purposes, right? If you don't like something about your body, you have to be accountable for that. That is you. So you have to fix yourself, and lifting weights did that, and cardio would do that, and then next thing you know, you have the body that you want, and you have yourself to thank for it. So I think, you have all the benefits with the cardiovascular, and then you get strong, but ultimately it's deep down. It's what's inside, and I don't want to be left behind when my kids are taking off. I want to make sure that I'm there following side by side, not like, oh, come on, Mom. They're going to have to chase me. So I think that's super important for anybody. If you don't have a gym, you can get into strength and conditioning by going to udea.com, looking up our videos. It doesn't take much to get a 20-pound dumbbell or a 15-pound dumbbell. And when I started with different home workout videos because I didn't know how to get back into the gym. And I think that is a perfect way for anybody that's intimidating. Start in your home. You have your own personal trainer in your home. Nobody's watching you, so if you mess up, you mess up. You keep going. And then once you get into this confidence and you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing, I'm going to keep going, then you can move that to the gym. Or you just stick it at home. If you're a busy mom, you really don't have excuses. If you have a newborn, I know that baby goes to sleep. Now, I know how hard it is. I raised 2. They're 17 months apart. Do it. The home is the best place to start. And then once you get the confidence and once you get going, then you'll go to the gym and you'll want to do all that extra stuff. But there's no excuses. udea.com. What I would recommend with strength and conditioning, I would recommend about 3 or 4 days a week starting out. Get acclimated. Figure out how your body moves, go with it. And then once you get better, you can escalate. But proper recovery is still part of strength and conditioning. So once you get past the 3 or 4 days and you're like, oh, okay, I need a little bit more, or I need to step up my game a little bit more, then add an extra day or add an extra rep or add an extra set. This is your workout. This is about taking the time for yourself. So if you were like, hey, I'm gonna step up, go 5-6 days a week, go for it. It's your program. The length of a typical workout for those that are just starting out, 20, 25 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes a day. Sometimes you can even do HIIT for 15 minutes. It's simple, it's fast. You can even do it during commercials. You can't use it as an excuse anymore. 15 minutes is all you need, and you'll get fit, you'll feel good, you'll have tons of energy, you're going to look good, you're going to feel good, and that radiates. It radiates everywhere. So it's important for you to feel good, because when you feel good and you take care of yourself, everything else follows. Anything else I would add? First, it's nutrition. Watch what you put in your mouth. If you think of your body as a car, you have to fill it proper with proper fuel and proper food. Otherwise, it's going to break down. You're not going to be that classic 64 Chevy. You're going to be that Ford Tempo that looks like shit. So watch what you eat, work out, sleep well, and just take care of yourself. Lift heavy shit so you can look good naked.